Hello yogis, and welcome back to Towne Yoga. Today this practice is going to be a really nice warm-up that we take laying down. So we're going to be on our back and bring attention to each of the joints, kind of maintaining and exploring the range of motion in each of our major joints, because we really need these points of movements to be healthy and maintained for everyday life, and then most definitely for a productive, injury-free yoga practice. So this is a really great daily warm-up you can do in bed. You can just lay down any time of day and take this as a way to maintain the range of motion in your joints. This isn't the only practice I have focused on that. If you'd like to alternate this warm-up with my tabletop warm-up, I'll link that below. And both those are just really great daily practice so that you stay healthy for your yoga practice. We'll start laying down here. So I'm going to plant feet at the top of the mat and then slowly roll down. And then we're going to leave the knees bent, feet planted down in front of our hips. And just let your hands rest either on your body or by your side as you come into a few deeper breaths. So the first pairing of breath and movement is right here. Just inhaling as your chest expands a little bit. Exhaling as it releases back towards the mat. Inhaling, chest expands. Notice that pause at the top of your breath. Exhale, relaxing back. Noticing the pause at the bottom. If you'd like to spend a little bit more time on breath work, I do have a breath work meditation on the channel, so I'll link that below as well. But let's get into a little bit of movement here. We're going to start in the hips. So draw your knees up towards your torso, and you can rest your hands either on your shins, knees, or behind each thigh, and just give yourself a little hug, maybe rocking side to side. And then you'll find gentle stillness in your rock. And we're going to do a little hip maintenance by taking the knees out wide, stretching that inner thigh gently. And then slowly rock them up towards the chest and back together. This kind of half circle motion. Inhaling. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, half circle out. Exhale in. Last one. Maybe hold it an extra second and then make our way back in. Some knee health now. We're going to bend and extend the knees a few times, just reaching your feet up, stretching gently through the back of the legs, and then hugging the knees back in. A few times, just extending, gentle stretch over that knee joint, bending. Maybe 1 or 2 more. And then it's yogi's choice as we bring our attention to our ankles. You can reach your feet up, you can leave your knees bent a bit, but we're going to hinge the ankle a few times to start. And this is really important for yoga because we take a lot of lunging postures where we want the toes, the heel, and the knee kind of lined up. So let's practice that here by inhale, drawing the balls of your feet back towards your shins, kind of point your heels upward a bit. And then exhale, turn your toes to the sky. Think about upward facing dog or when we rest the tops of our feet on the mat. Inhale, drawing back. Exhale, pointing up. So just hinging. We're not taking that side to side movement yet. We're just drawing back and forward. Inhale, exhale. And then this time, inhale, draw back, hold for a moment, and let's now get the joints of the foot involved by starting to circle at the ankle and foot, moving all those little bones gently around, breathing. You might take a moment to move the hips and knees, kind of the whole lower body getting a chance to move a little bit through its range of motion. Before we set up for a simple bridge where we're going to bring a little stretch to the front of the body, a little strength to the back. So feet to the sky, bend your knees, set your heels in front of your hips and then the soles of your feet down. And you just want to feel the weight become even in these feet that are just in front of your hip bones. We'll take our palms face down by our sides and shimmy your shoulders a bit more firm underneath your back. From here, we're just going to gently press into the feet, leaving the knees pointed upward. Lift just a little bit off the ground. And lift a little bit higher, finding some of that strength in the back of the body. A little stretch over the front as you lift through the chest and hips. And exhale back down. We're going to take 2 more bridges here. You're welcome to just hold if you prefer. Inhale, lifting up, pausing briefly at the top. Exhale, lower down, gentle pause at the bottom. 1 more, warming up the body. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lowering down. Very nice. Now to relax the lower body a bit, we're going to walk the feet just wider than your hips. Leave your knees and hips bent, but just let your knees fall in towards one another. So you kind of have this pyramid between your feet, your hips, and the knees at the top point. And we'll just let that rest and relax in the lower back as we bring our attention first to our neck here in the upper body. So hands resting comfortably by your sides. Just look over towards your right shoulder. And then lift back up and look down towards your left. You're just going to roll your head a few times slowly, stretching the neck. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. One more time, all the way back to the left. And then here we are back to neutral. We're going to take a cactus shape with our arms. Actually, first we're going to hinge the wrists. So let's reach our hands up over our chest and think of the wrist kind of like the ankle joint, where in yoga we really ask it to hinge a lot. Inhale, draw your fingertips back, turn your palms face up, and here's one of the hinge extremes where we really draw those fingers back. And then we're going to take the opposite, turning the palms down, fingertips forward. Inhale, drawing fingers back, palms to the sky, just hinging first. Exhale, forward. We'll take 1 more hinge. Exhale, forward. And then go ahead and circle the wrists a little bit, bringing in some of the hands, fingers. Bend the elbows a few times through the air. And then we're going to bring our attention down to our shoulders now. So cactus shape, reach the arms overhead, palms facing up. Hands can hover over the mat or you can rest them down depending on what feels good to you. And we're just going to bend our elbows out wide and hug them down towards the rib cage, cactus. And we're going to take this 3 times, reaching back up as you inhale. Exhale, elbows out wide into ribs, palms up, cactus shape. 1 more time, inhaling. And exhale, hug those elbows back down. Rest your hands by your sides. And then you'll just walk your feet together. Extend your legs out straight, arms up overhead, really big end-to-end stretch, circling any last wrist or ankle, side of the body. And then you plant the feet so you can just roll off to your side and gently press your way all the way up, maybe to a seat, maybe to your day, or maybe you transition into a Towne yoga tutorial now, learning about the alignment and some of the very base postures of yoga practice. Now that you're a little warmed up, it's a great time for that. Or if you'd like to just keep moving, you can dive into a Towne yoga featured practice, and I will link that at the end of this video and below. Thank you for warming up with me. I hope that helps you with health throughout the day, throughout your life, really maintaining range of motion is so important. Being able to reach and take what you want from a shelf is something that you have to work to maintain. So thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed this practice, give it a thumbs up, give me that like, comment below. Maybe you're looking for something similar but a unique twist, let me know. And another great way to influence the direction of this channel is over to patreon.com. My patrons have direct access to requesting and voting on different types of videos. I will end this with hands at heart center as I end traditional practices, a wonderful place to let you know that the light in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.